Hey guys, and welcome to another video. We are back in The Sims 4 today, and we are doing the random room size challenge. So I'm gonna pop us in to a new save file because holy hell have I managed to pretty much use up every building spot in my 2 building save files. So building number 3. And so we're gonna pop in here. And while we are doing that, I'm going to spin our wheel, which I apologize now because you guys won't be able to see. Okay, it looks like we're doing an 8x8, which, oh goodness. That means we're gonna go to this nice big lot over here, and sadly we are going to bulldoze the entire thing. So, but we are gonna be here. So 8x8, how big is that? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that is a big, that is a big box. Okay. So you come up this way. So we don't really need an entry room, I guess. Do we do something like this? Maybe? Although that's gonna look weird from the back, isn't it? And it's gonna look weirder if I add another one on here. Well, maybe we add another one and make it a little mismatched. And then, got that. If that's a hallway, it's gonna be huge. Maybe we do something like this. And we'll have like 2 bedrooms upstairs. Entry kitchen, like dining room, living room, master bedroom, bathroom. Oh god, that means we need a bathroom upstairs though. Is it weird if I put it there instead of here? Like, would that be weird? I mean, roofing wise, it'll probably be a little weird. I guess we should probably see how the heck we're gonna roof this. Okay. Maybe something like that. And I guess we go like this and just bring this pitch down. I mean, we can shove it into that. I can't really shove it in here unless we do like 2 different sizes. Well, I guess, hold on. Wait, but a patio would have to be an 8x8. That makes no sense to have an 8x8 patio. I mean, I guess realistically, okay, that's 2, 3, 4. Hang on, just get rid of that for a moment. We're gonna copy this over here. And then we'll just get rid of the walls that we need. Is it weird if I leave that wall? And then have this like go all the way through? I mean, okay, it's weird if it hangs over, but is that weird? And then this could actually, hang on, if we do it this way, that doesn't look terrible. Then we'll bring it out on this side so that it goes like all the way through. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks weirder than I expected it to, but and then just something like that. Why do I feel like this looks really freaking weird? Like, I can't tell if it looks weird or like somewhat okay. I mean, obviously 8x8 is going to be a weird shape anyways. I guess the weirdest part about this is that I don't have a wall here. Now, technically, I can do whatever I want with these walls. As long as this here is an 8x8, it doesn't really matter. Now, the real question is, do we put in a pool? So we have, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we would just come over here like that and make that a pool. That's not totally weird. I mean, it's a little odd to have it going that way. But, like, it's not totally weird. Is it totally weird? I'm not sure I'm actually the best judge for this. I guess the real question is, what style do I want to go for? Do I want to use life and death? Because part of me feels like that is 100% the answer. I didn't realize that this roof didn't come all the way out. That's out farther than that one. Okay. I think we're definitely going to use life and death, especially since that's the world we're in. But I'm not really sure how to go about it. I do like these columns though. Like, these are really nice columns. I feel like I don't use columns enough in my builds, but oh, yeah, let's just place that where it doesn't go. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. So would we like put a column? No. Okay, we can't put a column there. That's fine. I feel like this wall definitely needs a column because this one feels so plain. Why doesn't this wall feel plain? Because it's just slightly shorter. Okay. I'm interested in how this is gonna look. I think we set it back just a little bit more. Okay. Let's figure out our doors and windows before anything. I think we're gonna stick to... I do own that. I literally bought it. Whatever. I think we're gonna go with life and death and just kind of stick to it. Why does that door look so small? Oh my god. But that door feels like too big, and obviously we're not on the wall height for it. Maybe we don't go life and death. Maybe we go... That's not even that much bigger. I'm also realizing that we don't have that on. Okay, I don't hate life and death. I really don't. Somehow Seasons feels better just because it's a bigger door. Like, even Growing Together isn't a big door. Yeah, let's use the shipping container one. I actually do really like Snowy Escape though. Maybe we use Snowy Escape for back here. I'm not sure totally where that door will go yet, but maybe we use something like that. Or we could just open it up. What room was that going to be? Hang on. Oh, that was going to be our dining room. That is massive. Oh my god. I don't think I realized how big 8x8 is. Okay, I think we definitely go with seasons. Do you have kind of the same wood swatch? I mean, it's decently close. It's not close, but... Just realized that I didn't put any columns on the back side of the house. And it doesn't really matter, but... like, there's not a column. Well, I guess the pool, so... Okay. I'm not sure how to feel about this yet. I think we need to figure out our windows. Now, part of me, because it's so big, wants to go with, like, big windows or something. But I also realize that's probably a little unrealistic. Like, there's no reason for massive windows on a house this size. Well, I mean, there is, but... I apparently didn't type in the correct sheet, which doesn't surprise me, knowing me, myself, and I, but... Does this come in kind of the swatch I'm looking for? Yes, it does. Okay. I think we go in with a couple of these, even though in the roof it won't actually matter. Is it weird if I put it there too? Probably. Does that matter? No. Okay, it's definitely weird if there's a window there because there's not even a room below it, but... I'm so glad that just didn't go where I wanted it to. Okay. That's our first window at least figured out. We could use these, but I feel like that's a lot of shapes going on. So... these aren't the right style. Those are always really pretty. Maybe we do a mixture of these if we have, like... See, that's not the exact wood swatch, but it's not bad. Does that look bad? I'm, like, not sure if I can tell if it looks bad or not. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Like... Okay, those windows are at different heights. These ones kind of don't matter because that's the bathroom. Oh, okay. Those are like two completely different swatches and it's very obvious there, but okay. Maybe we put a window here instead of along this wall. I feel like I'm over windowing, but I'm not really sure what else to do. Like, I don't want the walls to be totally blank. And there's so many inside walls that I feel like it's gonna be fine. Okay. Goodness. This is gonna end up being a much longer video than I planned for. I have a feeling. Okay. So I want a decent sized archway for like these. That's gonna be a bedroom. And that's gonna be a bathroom. Oh my god. You know, maybe walk-in closet bathroom. But still, that is like a massive. And then, yeah, I don't need an archway up here. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and do something fun with our doors, maybe. Since I never have like this much space to use for doors, I almost want to do something more fun with them, like those. And like that can be the bathroom, and then bedroom doors. This is never gonna come in a color that I want, so maybe barn. No, maybe we use the sliding, like the Snowy Escape, the smaller sliding doors. Maybe that will work. Okay, I gotta figure out this staircase before we do anything else, so I think what we're gonna do is wrap the staircase like this, and then if I move this window over, can I shove the staircase in here? I can. Okay. And then we just move the window back like that. I think that might work. And then maybe we go with like, I know it looks weird on, fine, don't let me use the tool that I want to use. Okay. That's not terrible. It's gonna look really weird, but oh, don't let me go down. Okay. Ooh. I think next we just need to get some freaking lights in here. Brighten it up so that I can figure out what the heck we're doing with this place. That staircase looks so small in this area as opposed to... Somehow it looks bigger downstairs. I feel like we should probably have some windows on this wall. Okay. I think we're going to do the inside before I figure out fully what we're doing with the outside. So we're going to start with our dining table. So this is at least a family of 4. Yeah, like a family of 4. In this massive house. Oh my god. Dude, none of our tables are going to be like long enough. Yeah, literally, like, none of our tables are going to be long enough or anything. Oh my god. This is so big for a dining room. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to go like this. This place is definitely going to have a bar. I'm using my favorite chairs because I love these chairs. So it's only a family of 4. Although, I guess, realistically, we just seat the table for as many people as we want. I think we do... Ooh, we could do... That's huge. I don't need that. Now realizing it, I really don't need a massive bar. Does bed 2 make a... Like... No, I didn't want the bar to be, like, me. Do we use bed 2? No. No, we don't. The bar doesn't need to be, like, huge or anything. I'm thinking... I mean, we could just use the globe, but... I'm thinking maybe we... Sorry. Maybe we go, like, this with the bar. Pop it there. We can use a couple of bar stools. Like that. Maybe we do go white with the chairs. We'll pick out a nice rug to go under the table. Okay. This is where we get something big like a piano. So something like this to go in here. Or do we have a bigger piano? Not just bigger piano, but like a better piano? Yeah, this is what I wanted. Something like this there. And then maybe we decorate a little bit with these trees. Oh my god, this space is huge. Just something like that. Now, where am I gonna find a rug that is like genuinely big enough? Because I want it to be bigger than the table. Ah, perfect. Found something big enough. Okay. I kind of wanted to bring in a little bit of color. Maybe we go like blue with it? Do these chairs come in a nice blue? No, they don't. I didn't expect them to. I know for a fact that these ones don't come in the blue I'd want either, so that's fine. Okay. I think this is when I need to pick out flooring and stuff, so I think we're gonna use this as our flooring. We'll change our bathrooms when we get to them and whatnot, but I think we do that for our flooring. Because that kind of gives the same color-ish from this. And then, oh goodness. I'm almost thinking we go really plain on the walls, like this. Right? Like just something kind of nice blue, but plain. It's not what I wanted. I wanted another rug. Realizing that I kind of do want a rug here under the bar. No, I don't. I want a rug for the piano. That's what I want. That is also blue, but not really like a nice blue. That's a baby mat. I think I want something circular for it at least. But I'm not totally sure what I'm looking for. Is that just adding too many blues? That's the real question. Am I just putting too many blues in here? Is it weird if I go darker with it? I don't think those should be black, no. I think those are fine black and the piano's fine. I mean, there's like nothing going on here. So let's find some things to go on the wall, maybe. Slightly less like, we can do a family portrait in here. That would obviously be nice. Maybe just some nice, simple art for the walls. That is such a weird piece of art. I don't like that. I don't like that this frame isn't the color of any other frame. This is pretty. I think that this could look nice in here. I just think it requires me to rearrange a little bit. I think right here we're going almost like gallery type, but not gallery, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to put too much on the walls, just enough that, well, they're not bare or plain or anything. Yeah, no, we're going butterflies. Just size this down and pop it there, and then call that good. And then, I guess, do we put something there? Let's do this. And this does have, not exactly a matching frame, but it's close. Okay. I think that's our dining room. Do I want to do the living room or the kitchen? I think we do the kitchen. So, kitchen. God, this is a huge kitchen. I think we're gonna stick to life and death. Ooh, I really want to use this green. This green is so pretty. Okay, hang on. I want the end piece to go there. Our corner. And then we'll shove this end piece almost into it. And then I think we end up with like a really big island is what we do. Because this space ended up so big. It's like really big island. We'll put our sink here. We'll put our stove here. And maybe we do like a fun little build-in for our fridge. Does Life and Death have upper cabinets? No, of course it doesn't. Alright, I think we go Home Chef Hustle. And just stick to like a nice neutral gray. Is what we'll do. So our fridge is going to go right here. Our fridge goes there. I can't really put something. I mean, I can like do that. We can go up across like this. And then just shove this into that. And have almost like this really nice built-in look. And, oh, we do have a fridge. And it comes in the green. Okay. And then we'll come back over here to Home Chef Hustle. Maybe get... I like that it's like 2 distinct spots. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't like that. Oh wait, Life and Death literally does have cabinets. Okay. Don't mind me not knowing my packs and stuff. Because obviously I want to use Life and Death if we have it. So. Do something just like that. I don't even care if we're covering the window. Doesn't really bother me at all. Do we have like any open though? No, we don't. Okay. Something like that. And then if we take, there's an, take this item, And I think if we raise it up 1, I guess the fact that the fridge is right there might be an issue. Okay, hang on. What if we... Oh, that is not what I wanted. If I swap the fridge, because this part doesn't actually need to be usable, that should technically function. In theory, right? Like, in theory, that should function as like a little seat, and then we can get the coat rack item in here like that, and then we can get the shoe rack to go like right there like that, and kind of have a little entry type thing. Now it's just this area that we have nothing going on in. Oh my goodness. Why do I feel like I just pieced together an entire freaking puzzle? Like, that felt like such a puzzle and a half piecing together. No, I don't care if this pack has a sink or not, because I'm gonna use one of my favorite sinks either way. So, now the real question is, do we do upper cabinets over here? I mean, maybe we can do like here sort of thing, and then leave the rest open. That works. Okay. We'll pop a microwave. Honestly, we have the space, might as well pop in that. We may as well get a dishwasher, and especially if it's gonna like blend right in, that's kind of nice. So we'll grab that. I mean, seriously, we have the space. I might as well put things around. Okay, oh, I thought I liked that bar stool, but I really don't. Did we get anything with life and death? Oh, we did. And it comes in the deep green, the slightly lighter one. I think we're gonna go with the slightly lighter one. You know, just keep it a little bit more variety. Do I extend this just so that I can have 4 spots for the 4 Sims who live here? I mean, like, we may as well. I mean, what else am I supposed to do with this space? And then we have a dining room too. Like, what else am I meant to do with this? Is it weird if I flip these? So instead of having them like... Like, is it weird if I just flip it like this? I mean, it doesn't line up, so it looks funny. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Not sure why I thought that would work. Okay. So we have our flooring. We have kind of an entry-ish area. I mean, not really, but like sort of. We can get a nice little mat to go there. Do we do something like this for here? How many rugs is too many rugs in a kitchen? Because I always like putting a rug like there. But like that's really close to that. Maybe it's fine. You know what? I don't know why I'm worrying about it. I'm just gonna add more rugs anyways. Except this one's just gonna be a runner. So we'll do something like this. Maybe we'll grab this piece that I never use. 2, 3. And then we end it like that. That looks weird, doesn't it? Especially since it's not in line with that, but if I move it up, it looks even weirder. Nope, still not in line. Okay. That's a lot of rugs, especially for a kitchen, but I think it looks nice. So, now we need walling. Now, do we just straight up go in with the green and feel it? Or, I guess there's this version, which is a little less. This is a lot of green in one place, I'm not gonna lie. I also just realized that our stove can't go there because it's clipping in with that. So, we're gonna go like that. Is it weird to have the stove right there? Yes, I don't care. You know what? I don't care. Okay, if I go into tile, there's no tile. And we have, that is really bright. That isn't that bad. It's not the exact green, which I kind of like. Okay. I do kind of like that. That'll work. And then I think we get some, maybe like family photo kind of stuff here. I have just realized that we don't have a kitchen vent for our stove. So we're gonna put that there. And then we are gonna grab the cabinet and put that there. I always forget how much I hate dealing with cabinets and stuff in kitchens. Okay. Now we need to go back to our decorations and whatnot, so. Honestly, none of these counter need to be usable if I have these ones. So, I think that's what I'm gonna go with, is realistically, none of those need to be usable. And honestly, half of these don't either, so. Ah, a pole. That can go there. Our paper towels can also go there, and then maybe those move over a little bit. We could have a couple of little, like, clutter boxes here. Like, maybe this is where, they put their mittens and stuff when they're not using them. I enjoy that this one has ended up in the wall. So, like something like that. Okay. I don't feel like I need to clutter the counter too much more. I think what I need is wall clutter. Probably, right? Ah, let's just... I mean, we could put like a little craft thing there. That's gonna cause the door to not work, and I know it. So yeah, maybe like the little craft thing here. I'm gonna try and bring in a little bit more blue if I can, because I probably probably should have chosen a blue one with that. Maybe we just leave that blue then, actually. If I'm trying to bring in a little bit more blue. That can be a nice light blue. Okay. I actually, you know, I was scared by the number and now this house is like coming along. So, okay, we gotta knock this living room out of here. First things first. Obviously, we're gonna need a fireplace. And I think we're gonna go with the life and death one. So we're gonna put the fireplace there. And then we're gonna have like a TV space here, I guess. Maybe the fireplace goes here. Although I guess that doesn't really make sense because the pool's there. Although no place I put the fireplace is going to make sense in this room, is what I have just realized. So I don't think it really matters where it goes. I think we do something cute like this. And then we throw in a rug here. Like that. We get a little end table to sit in between them. That can hold... Maybe it doesn't hold a light. Maybe we just use a light. I very rarely actually, like, put lights like this in builds. And I mean, if they're living in this house, let's be honest, they've probably got the money to have something like this to block off at least a little bit of it. And then that can go here. I haven't put a single plant in this build. It just hit me. I really, well, okay, I put the ones that will actually help you skill build and whatnot, but it did just hit me that I, like, actually haven't put a single plant in this build at all. So I think we're gonna shove several plants into this little space. And put a plant in here. You know what? Everywhere can have a plant. Maybe we put one back in this corner. I mean, we need something to go on this table. Might as well put a plant. Okay, to be fair, the other thing that I wanted was a bookcase to go here. I got a little distracted by the plants, but I did want a bookcase. I wanted something kind of big, though. Like, that'll take up the space. Is that too much blue in one area? I feel like it is. Let me get this chair in just a little bit. And then you kind of have, like, not necessarily a reading nook, but, like, a reading area. And then I was thinking of using these couches. So I could, like, design my own. But I forgot about that area already, so. Ooh, Life and Death does have a couch. It doesn't look very comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. I do, however, really like this one. But is there a color that I really like? Because I didn't really want it to be. The problem is I like it in, like, these colors. You know what? That can go there. Maybe we do use the Life and Death couch. And, like, set it here-ish. There's not much I can do with this space, so like set it there. We'll pick out a nice coffee table. Maybe we'll pick out a nice coffee table. Yeah, go with that one. We'll pick out a couple of normal decoration items to sit on the coffee table. I say normal and then pick out like the weirdest items all the time. Maybe just a couple of little trophies and stuff. Just a couple of little knickknacks to sit there. We could just stick a gargoyle. I'm kidding. I am kidding. Mostly. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, so we're gonna put a flower there. We're gonna pop a flower over here. Or a plant. I shouldn't always say flower. Pop one there. Now, I do always forget that we have hanging plants. Like, I think I've just decided to lean into the absolute plant of this room as opposed to regular decorations. I'm not totally sure why. Oh my god. Can you imagine playing in this house and like having the Christmas tree here? Oh, the ideas that are brewing. I love it. Is it weird if I put a plant behind the couch? Probably. Is it less weird if it's these? Yes, but I think we've probably hit our plant quota. Like, I think we've probably hit the plant quota. Right? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna say that we hit our plant quota. The only thing I'm going to add is a speaker there for music. And then we need a decent sized rug. This is going to bother me because the rug is never going to be centered under the coffee table. Unless that ends up too big. Understood. There's literally a life and death rug. What am I doing? I mean, okay, it gets really big when you size it up. I need rugs that are, like, not like that when you size them up. Like, please give me a rug that when I size it up, it doesn't turn into a monster. These do come in that maroony color. This does not. What else comes in that kind of maroony color? Funny enough, the couch does, but that's not what I wanted to change. Fireplace does too, but also not really what I wanted to change. I guess the coffee table would. I don't want it. I just want the rug and I want to call it good with that. And then we are gonna do just something like this back here. Just like that. Okay. Well, that is our first 3 rooms. We still have so many more rooms to go, guys. So I think we are gonna end this video here and we'll pick it up next week. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday every single week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.